Can you guys hear me now?
I don't know what is wrong with my mic. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on. Just give me 1 minute or two because something is wrong with my mic. I don't know what was going on with it. That's why you guys couldn't hear me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. And welcome back to the Operation Hill 100 Hearts channel where we do what? Focus on healing, humor, and hot topics. I don't know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, but my other mics would not play from my iPad. I don't know what's going on. That's why you guys could not hear me. And I hate to not be heard because today we have to get into our show reviews. And we definitely have to get into this show review because they announced the winner on Deb's house. And we've been keeping up with Deb's house all goddamn season. So we definitely want to know who won the doggone show. So I'm going to make one more final attempt, you guys, to see, because sometimes on this computer, remember, the reason why I started recording from my iPad is because the computer was knocking me out. And Lord knows I hate when it knocks me out because then you guys have to freeze and pause and wait for me to get back in. So I'm going to try it one more time to plug my mics in and see if they will work. But give me 1 second. I'm still here. Okay, don't leave me. We're watching Deb's house. We're reviewing Deb's house. Let's see. I hope my mic did not break because I would be truly mortified. Hold on, you guys. Okay, no, you still can't hear. You still can't hear. It's nothing for me to do about that. I'll try to fix that at a later date. We have to get into this show review. Doing that then got me doggone hot, and now I'm aggravated. I hate being aggravated when I'm doing my show reviews. But let me take this mic off. Let me get it together, and let's get down to it. Happy Sunday, good people. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. And as you guys can see how Mama Sunday is going, it was going perfect. So I get so annoyed when things like this happen. But okay. I'm here. I'm ready to roll. Let me get my notes out. Let me put my phone on silent and let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. We are reviewing Deb's House season 2, episode number 8, which is the grand finale, and it's called Rhythm and Ball. Okay. So as you guys know, they have the big three. The big three is still in the biz not eat, right? And the ladies, the episode starts off with the ladies going down to the venue to where the RnB balls are going to be held, right? And it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. It looks like it was in Jersey. It looks like it was in Jersey. So they started up doing the sound check, and their sound check was with the live band. So Audrey was saying she felt a little nervous because she had never rehearsed with a live band before. So she didn't know how it was going to go tonight. While getting soundtrack done, Audrey goes first, Ashley goes second, Amber goes last. As Amber is doing her sound check, she's practicing, getting the band all riled up so she could see how she's gonna sound with them. Cisco walks in, right? So after Amber is done, she goes to sit in the back, and Cisco comes to the back too. So now he's saying he want to touch base with her, see what's going on, and yada yada yada. I didn't know that Cisco produced all of their songs, right? That was so nice. And then B, he also revealed some other things. He was saying that him and Amber had like a little special relationship more than the other girls because he too had to deal with autism with his son. He said so much so that his son has to be placed in a facility. He was like, but he never gave up on him. He's still by his side, so on and so forth. So he was like, he feels like he had that special connection to Amber. because he know some of the things that she could be going through as a person living with autism, right? So then he was like, well, is your family gonna be here tonight? So she was like, no, they couldn't afford to make it, right? And that made me sad. That made me sad, but that also made me think about a lot of poor families, and I don't want to say poor in that sense, but what I'll say is less fortunate families, right? Because I'm guessing from what it sounds like to me that they told them about the R&B ball like a little. It seems to me like it was in close proximity to when the ball was. So, say for example, if the ball was on a Tuesday, they might have told them about it the Thursday before. And most times, I'm not trying to be funny, but most times in some families, people don't have money to just pick up and go. It can't be, oh, something happened with Johnny down south, or I'm gonna just get a fight today. People can't really afford to do that. So, when Amber said that her mom or her family couldn't make it, I felt bad, but I totally understood, because most times in families, that's how it goes. You got to wait till people make the money, or wait till people get paid, or whatever the case may be, because people just really don't have it, especially with the day and age that we live in. Right. So he was like, well, I'll tell you what, let's get your mama on the phone. Let's let her know you have your own family, your own village out here, and we're going to support you no matter what happens today. So she like, okay, perfect. So she called her mother on the phone. The mother was ecstatic to speak to Cisco. They prayed for Amber, and the mother was relatively nice. You know what the mother gave me? You see how Amber was saying the mother is unhinged and you never know what you're going to get. I could believe that, but you know what I also think with the mother? I think the mother know who to play that shit in front of. And you see when she had Amber on the phone, and it was she know it was just Amber, she was walking on her and all that, but now Cisco on the phone and you want to pray for her. Mama love, you need to cut your shit too, because that's partly why Amber be pulling up son she pull, I can see. But anywho, we'll get back to that. So anywho, the families and the celebrity guests started showing up, because remember, this is the day of the actual ball, right? And Ashley's family. You know what I loved about Ashley's family? They bought a cake. What they did was they created a celebratory theme surrounding that night, because they almost made it seem as though they was manifesting that Ashley was going to win. So it's like, okay, when you win, here's your cake and here's your flowers. And I like that. I thought that was really, really nice. They had an absolute beautiful. I mean, this picture was absolutely, I'm sorry, beautiful, of Ashley on the cake. Beautiful, beautiful picture, right? So then, as soon as Audrey laid eyes on her parents, she broke down. She broke down. And I said, Audrey, girl, me and you are twins in that regard. Because the moment I would have saw my family after all these weeks of living with these fucking strangers and knowing all that I've been through and knowing everything that tonight weighs on, I would have broke down when I saw my family too. So I could identify with that 100%, right? What I also like about Audrey is very self-aware and very transparent. So she talked about her insecurities and how she felt like, she's been the underdog, and what was the word she used? She felt like she had imposter syndrome, and like she was living in like her family's shadow, not just her grandmother, but her sister, and she said that, now not only doing this challenge, but even in recent years prior to the challenge, that's how she got courageous enough to do this challenge, was that she's been working on herself to get rid of some of them thoughts and have more confidence in herself. And I like that. I love the fact that she was transparent about it. She's aware of it, and now she's working on it. Audrey, let me tell you something. You and Ashley come get y'all healing heart sessions, because I can help y'all do the work. Wink, wink. Now, as the celebrity guests are arriving, of course, Deb is going to have judges sit with her. And one of the celebrity surprise judges that she had was Lily from SWV. I thought that was so nice. SWV is a super mega R&B group. So I thought it was nice having Lily there. And Lily was even nice enough to go backstage and introduce herself to the ladies and let them know, don't worry about tonight. Do the best you can. Give it all you got. Leave it all on that stage. Yada, yada, yada. Ashley did something that I would have done, and I thought it was so cute. After she met Lily, she was telling the girl, she was like, oh my God, I just had a revelation. She was like, when my mom was pregnant with me, one of her favorite songs was Weak by SWV. She said, and then when we got here for the auditions, the song that they asked me to sing for my audition was Weak. She was like, and then tonight, Lily, a part of that SWV mega group, is one of the judges. She was like, God, you funny. God, you funny. I see what you're doing. And I agree that, Ashley, when you gave all of those similarities, I was like, yeah, it's looking like you want to take home the trophy. And I'm not going to lie, maybe I was being biased because I already wanted you to take home the trophy. But we'll get back to that, right? So anywho, the R&B ball starts, right? Kiki Wyatt is back. She's going to be the other celebrity judge. Deb is there with her Belle from Beauty and the Beast gown on, and she had the necklace to match. Deb, come here. Come here, Aunt Deb. Aunt Deb, you know what you give me when you doing this show? You give me through some of these ladies and through some of the things that you do on this show. You living in your heyday. Because, girl, you look like fucking Belle from Beauty and the Beast. You had that big old fucking rope chain with the... Aunt Deb, what the hell was going on? But okay, girl, do your biggest one. Who cares, right? So, they get ready for their final performances. Aunt Deb, come here. Come here one more time. Come back. Don't even leave. Don't even leave from the front of the congregation. Stand right here. Stand right here. Right? Aunt Deb. Now I know that you was barking on your glam team. Barking on Amber about having your glam team come and what you consider waste their time for them to try to get her together and her to undo everything they did, right? But Aunt Deb, what the hell else the glam team did? That's all I want to know. Because I'm sorry, all of the women that was left in that competition, all three of them are beautiful girls. All three of them are beautiful girls, and I feel like they could have looked a lot more flattering. I did not like none of their makeup. I did not like none of their hair, and I did not like none of their dresses. Not only weren't the dresses good dresses, they didn't fit them well. So on Deb, what did the glam team do? Because I was like, absolutely not. But I guess, girl. So anywho, Audrey is up first. I like Audrey's song. Numero uno reason for liking it is because it's about resilience. Y'all know me. I am queen of the bounce back. My name is Bounce Back Bossy. Like, I don't give a fuck what goes on in my life. I can recover from it. Just give me time, space, and healing. That's it. So I like Audrey's song because it's really centered around, resilience and getting myself back and doing what I got to do and rising to the top. So I love that song, right? I also love her performance. Right, and she was saying backstage that she was nervous and all that. She got the fuck up there and rocked that shit. She left it all on the floor. I was like, okay, girl. I really, really liked her performance. Something about Audrey is Ray Janae-ish. She could be Ray Janae, big cousin, right? Something about her give you a Ray Janae tease, right? But I really, really liked her performance. I felt like she knew all the words to her song. I felt like she was engaged in the crowd. I felt like she had personality. So I was here for Audrey's performance. I think she did excellent. I liked it, right? Next up was Amber. Usually I say autistic Amber, right? I say that not to be offensive. I say it because that's what Amber always says. But we'll get back to that. Hence the name of the song, Autism. No, autistic, right? I was like, oh, boy, here we go. Right? You know what I think, though? I think if Amber was being creative, she should have played with the title and I think she should have let the song reflect autism or being autistic, but I think she should have named the song Artistic, right? So she's an artist. I think she should have played with artistic and autistic in some type of way that could have made that more creative as opposed to just being, okay, it's autistic. That's okay, got it, girl. We know. We can't forget it. You won't let us. So anywho, while I'm not here for Neo Soul, I love how Amber transforms on the stage. I have to give credit where credit is due. When that girl gets on the stage, all the autism seeps out of her because she turns into another person. She get Amber, come here, Amber. You know what you give me, Amber? Amber, you give me if Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, and Macy Gray go on tour, you could open up for them. I like the way she transforms on stage. I cannot lie. I really, really like the way she transforms on stage. I think she did an excellent job. I think she can control the crowd. I think she can engage the crowd. I think her ass can sing as well. She has a good voice. But I want to say something. To Amber. I hope somebody send it to you. Ashley send it to a girl. Somebody send it to a WeTV. I don't give a damn. It has to be said, right? Amber, please stop leading with the fact that you're autistic. Autism is what you have. It's not who you are. Okay? So every little thing don't have to be centered around your autism. You are a beautiful girl. You are a funny girl. You are a smart girl. You are a very talented young lady. You don't have to everywhere you go share. You are all those things in spite of or despite autism. Who cares? Who cares about that other part? So I'm going to say it again. Autism is what you have. It's not who you are, my dear. And if you need some ways to kind of relinquish that label, then come get your Healing Heart sessions. I got you, girl, too. Anywho, last but not least, we got Ashley's performance, right? And she came out and she opened up by saying where she was from. And then she also shared that she was a cancer survivor. And, here she is a year later, cancer free, and the emotions revved up from there, right? And I'm not going to lie, my emotions revved up too, because number one, like I said in the beginning, I love resilience. I love resilience in anybody, and I definitely love it in myself. And then number two, I love the fact that that's probably one of the toughest battles she's ever faced in her fucking life. To be a year later going from, I didn't even think I was going to live, to being on TV, whether she won or not. That was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful turnaround for her. So once her emotions kicked up, y'all know your girl emotions kicked up. There I am, boohoo, crying while she's singing. And Ashley's song is beautiful, hence the name, beautiful. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. She was crying, I was crying, and it sounded like real R&B. She really gave me real R&B. Ashley, you know what you gave me? You gave me, if Ashanti, Keisha Cole, and Monica go on tour, you can open up for them, because you gave me real R&B. I enjoyed that, girl. Ashley had the whole crowd crying. Lily was crying, Kiki was crying, Deb was crying, the producers was crying, the viewers was crying, the studio was crying, Cisco was crying. It was just tears all up and through, right? But the only thing I didn't know, and they did an excellent job of editing this part out for you, Ashley, is when you went backstage, you was like, oh, I didn't even get to finish my song, guys. It seemed to us like you finished, because it seemed like you sung all the way through. But you know what I seen that you do, Ashley, that I really, really, really hope you take advantage of the Healing Heart sessions when you book them. I'm manifesting that is you do what you normally do. That's why I said you would benefit from a Healing Heart session, because I do a lot of confidence building in those sessions. As soon as you got backstage, instead of you feeling like, oh my God, I did it, that was great, can you guys believe it? You led with something negative, which is, I didn't even get through my song. Ashley, come here. Girl, we don't care that you didn't get through that song. We care that you, again, engaged the crowd. Your voice sound beautiful. You did the best you could, and you stood 10 toes down in your performance. Don't worry about what you didn't do. Stop focusing on the negative all the time, but you may not be able to even help that, because your mind may be conditioned to do so for whatever reasons, and through your Healing Heart sessions, we will figure all of that shit out, right? Positive self-talk. Remember, I said that. Anywho, Ashley's emotional performance created the space for Kiki and Lily and Deb to start talking about their music industry experiences, right? And they were saying, this industry is hard. It's a lot you got to do. And, you just got to stay strong. And sometimes you'll be met with more doors closed than open and yada, 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 right? So then Deb starts saying, I can't do this. I can't choose nobody. I can't do this. Deb, ain't that what the fuck they paid you to do? I'm sorry? So then her nut ass calls the producers over there and starts telling them, I can't do this. I can't pick just one. They're all winners. I can't do it. Dad, come here. Come here, Dad. You can pass WeTV back their check. Because, sweetheart, that's what the fuck they paid you for. So whether you felt whatever, girl, you better pick somebody fucking night. And you ain't no fool. You knew that. You got the hell up there and did your goddamn job, right? So Cisco came and he was like, hey, we're going to call Miss Deb up to the stage. She needs to come make the final decision. Yada, 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 yada. Miss Deb got up with all 20 inches of her train from her belt from the Beauty and the Beast gown. And, she went up there and she was like, listen, I love all y'all ladies. I think all y'all ladies did excellent, right? She said, and I feel like, the winner of this performance will have to be somebody who's grown the most tremendously while they're here. And not just personality-wise, but talent-wise, right? And she said, ding, 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 ding. I personally feel if I have to pick one of y'all, that Audrey has done the most growing. So she is the winner. Everybody was like, woo, 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 woo. Because I'm telling you, Audrey father, that's my uncle. Ghetto is all outdoors. Woo, 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 you big girl. It was so nice. Mother was boohoo crying. It was so nice. It was so, so, so nice. And even when she won, you can tell that she comes from like a family with morals and values and stuff like that. Because throughout the whole time, instead of her being like, people like, oh, I can't believe this. And God, she just would say, thank you, Miss Deb. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Deb, for believing in me. Thank you. So that she start crying. I start crying again, right? She was just so humble and so thankful and so sweet. So I thought that was really, really nice. And it showed a testament to her character to be thanking that woman, in the moment when she should be really thanking her motherfucking self and God. But I got where she was coming from, right? So then Ashley got up and she came over there and she hugged her, and then Audrey talked about how far, how for so long she just didn't feel good about herself and how she felt like she wasn't enough and how she wasn't taking care of herself. She was like, but not too long ago, God lit a fire under her behind and told her it's time to switch gears. And ever since she did so, God has been blessing her. And this win right here was one of her biggest blessings, right? So that was a beautiful thing. Ashley, come here. Come here. Come here. Because you my good up sis, and we're going to work through this in healing hearts, okay? Because I didn't like this. Ashley, you in your confessional, right? And you was like, Audrey's a wonderful artist, and yada, yada, yada. And you alluded to the fact that you were disappointed about not winning, which is totally understandable. I love that for you, Ashley, to be so transparent and to be able to say, I was disappointed for you. So I understood the feeling, right? But then, Ashley, you said you started to critique Audrey as in, let me say this. You didn't critique her. What you basically said was that even though she's a great artist, she didn't deserve that opportunity you did. And while I could understand your disappointment for not winning, it felt like that same disappointment was fueling your hate for Audrey's win. And I didn't like that for you. I hated that for you. I hated that for you. I really, really did. Because number one on the list, I'm going to tell you what happened in those moments. That was not nice. That was not nice. And you have been viewed throughout this entire season as the air quotes nice girl. And I remember, what's my homegirl name that left? My other homegirl, the older lady, she said that. She said, y'all think Ashley is so nice and sweet. Ashley asked say nice and sweet. And I'm not going to lie, that moment right there kind of reflected what was being said about you. Because I could totally understand why you felt disappointed about not winning, but it also felt like a part of your disappointment was also a hate for Audrey's win. And that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. Because like you said, she's an exceptional artist. And if somebody else saw something in her that they felt that they needed, then that was for her. What's for you is for you and won't miss you, baby girl. So that statement that you made, even if it wasn't intended in that way, I cannot lie. That's what it low-key gave off. That I am disappointed that I ain't win, but I'm also hating that this bitch did. And I hated that for you because I don't want you to be no hater. You seem like a nice person. Let me believe that you really are. Anywho, in Amber's confessional, Amber was like, listen, I just pray that through all of this, I start getting DMs, I start getting business, I start doing shows, and I start holding it the fuck down. She said, because at the end of the day, I love music. Music is my fucking life, and I'm going to make it in this business. Hella high water. This is just the beginning. And I like that. You see that, Ashley? You see what she said? This opportunity missed me because it wasn't mine. But mine is coming, and when it get here, I'm going to rock it. That's all you need to focus on, right? So I was very, very proud of Amber, and I was also proud that, well, no, she led in that moment with being autistic. But hey, we're going to give it to her. It's at the end. Oh, my God. So it was so good. It was so, so good. The show ended with everybody performing Audrey's song with her, getting on stage. It was just a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. So I thought the season finale rocked. Am I happy about who won? I can see Audrey winning. I can see, if you're asking me who I wanted to win, no, I wanted Ashley to win, right? I really, really did. But I could honestly see why Audrey won, and I'm not mad at that one, right? I'm actually happy for her, and I believe that all three of the ladies will have more opportunities coming to them because they talent definitely transcended through the screen, and I think that they should continue moving forward, and we will see them soon in the music industry in some capacity. In any event, ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of the season. That was the end of the season. It was a beautiful show. I truly, truly enjoyed it. Am I gonna watch? If she come back with Deb's House season 3, reggae? Yes. Jamaican? Yes. Whatever soca, whatever next theme she coming with, I'm gonna watch because I enjoy Deb's House, and I enjoy you guys for tuning in and basically watching the show with me, listening to my show reviews. Hopefully, I was definitely able to get you guys fueled up and revved up and want to watch more shows with me and listen to more of my reviews. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be going live to discuss episode number 5 of Reasonable Doubt season number 3. And child, it done got explosive. The trial has started for Ozzy and they is pulling out all of the big guns. So we're going to talk about that on live. Also, in light of the Indigenous People holiday, I'm also going to do a Lit at 6 tomorrow. So you guys make sure you tune in. Tune in for Lit at 6 tomorrow. It's definitely going to get done. We're going to party like some rock stars. I'm trying to get Deja together. I'm one step closer. Y'all don't do me like that. I love you guys. Shout out my brother Pooh Bear today. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, little bro. Tune the fucking like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you guys. It's Sunday at Miss P's. So y'all know where I'm headed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah.